Hey, medical doctors, let's discuss number 2 of the 10 signs of burnout, social disconnect. These signs of burnout are serious signs, and that's why we discuss them here, because when you can recognize them and understand them, you can take mitigating action. Now, social disconnect is a symptom or a sign of burnout, but also of any type of chronic disease, because actually it's a well-known symptom of low-grade inflammation. Now, when some of those symptoms of low-grade inflammation really get strong, we can recognize them as symptoms of burnout. And when they are creeping over months and months and months and years and years and years on a lower level, then we can recognize them in people with the many types of chronic disease. It is serious to see this as a symptom of low-grade inflammation, to actually also understand this symptom. Now, what is social disconnect? It is that we decline invitation from friends, that we refrain from taking the initiative of calling our friends ourselves, that we are not participating in family gatherings, in things at work, with friends, not joining in, that we isolate ourselves, withdraw, are way more quiet, wanting to be left alone, and are actually relieved when plans are canceled. Now, why would we do this? And why is this related to low-grade inflammation? Well, because the body wants to heal. Inflammation is a sign that something needs to heal. So it's time to go inward. It is time to use our focus, our attention, our energy to go inward. Use all the energy we have and not use it on outside matters, on joining in with people, on interest in the world. So we need our own time. We need our quiet time. Actually, when we disconnect from other people around us, disconnect from the outside, we're also a little bit disconnected on the inside. We are a little bit disconnected from ourselves, disconnected from what we really want. Maybe we need a reminder of who we truly are and what gives us meaning, and why we want to do the things that we do instead of being lived. So it is time to rest. It is time to give our body time to heal. Even if we feel that burnout is more of a mental problem than a physical problem, there is low-grade inflammation. And when this low-grade inflammation has no resolution and goes on for a while, for a couple of months, then there is damage in the body. And we need to heal that. But more so, we need to heal the connection with ourselves. So that is the underlying challenge of burnout, or more specifically, this sign of burnout, of social disconnect. It is a signal that we have to reconnect with the people around us, but first and foremost with ourselves. It is a clear sign that we have to understand that it's time to heal, and we have to give ourselves the time and room to do it. So, what are the 3 hacks that I have for you today if you want to mitigate this sign of social disconnect? First of all, take care of yourself. Take care of your foods and your drinks and make sure that all of them are anti-inflammatory. Refrain from everything that is pro-inflammatory. So eat the fruits and the veggies. Fruits and veggies. That's a simple rule. Take some nuts, fruits, and veggies, but refrain from alcohol, from processed foods. Try to eat really clean. If you can, choose the organic option. But in any case, eat the fruits and the veggies because these are anti-inflammatory and will lower inflammation and get you immediately in a better mental state as well. Number 2, walk and sleep, walk and sleep, walk and sleep, and repeat. Why? Well, sleep, as you know, as I'm quite sure you know, is repair, is recovering, is cleansing, is rejuvenation, is new cell growth. So with sleep, we can heal. And remember, it's time to heal. So we need a lot of sleep. Now, the thing is that with burnout, with chronic disease, when we have symptoms like social disconnect, sleep probably is disturbed. If that is you, it is not easy to sleep and walk and sleep and walk. But because we walk, if we really walk for, say, 30 minutes or more, even better, way better, when we walk for 30 minutes or more, we will sleep better as well. So that's why sleep and walk. There's another reason as well, because walking is using our muscles. And when we are using the muscles, anti-inflammatory chemicals are produced. And that is exactly what we want right now. Anti-inflammatory chemicals, either by using the muscles or either by our food and drink. We need to get more anti-inflammatory nutrients or chemicals in us. So walking also gives us some mental space, gives us relaxation. So walking and sleeping is a really good combination when we want to mitigate burnout and social disconnect. If you have a hard time sleeping, then it may be helpful to have some routine in going to sleep and staying asleep. And the one trick that I learned, which is quite funny to me actually, is to set an alarm clock to go to sleep, not to get up. Set an alarm clock to go to sleep, not to get up. It's really great if you can wake up naturally rested, if you can. But in any case, set an alarm clock so you can go to sleep at 10 p.m. or at a time before midnight, and that you can sleep for 8 hours, that you give yourself the possibility to sleep 8 hours, whether you sleep or not, but you give yourself room to do it. So maybe it's 9 p.m., maybe it's 10 p.m. or whatever, but that are really good numbers to start with. And then relax, preferably an hour before you go to bed. refrain from busy things or looking at the news or looking at email, but take quiet time, maybe some yoga, maybe some meditation. If you have a hard time sleeping, try sleep hypnosis, which is also, you can also find on YouTube great, really great sessions to use to get to sleep, or when you wake up in the middle of the night to go to sleep again. So that is sleep and walk, sleep and walk, sleep and walk, and repeat. It will help you a great deal. And then number 3, and that is really reconnecting with yourself. Then maybe you ask yourself, what is my true self? Your true self is the one, it's the best version of yourself that you see when you are really in your creative zone, when you are in your happy zone, when you are in your passionate zone, when you are contributing to other people, when you're really feeling well, when you are joyful, happy, when you have a positive outlook. That is who you truly are. And how can you reconnect to that? Well, with the panacea of everything, meditate. If you meditate for 10 to 15 minutes, and you especially, excuse me, ask yourself, who am I? And what do I want? Who am I? What do I want? Who am I? What do I want? Meditate on these 2 sentences. Now, maybe you do not get the inspiration that you will take as an answer. Maybe that inspiration comes later. But the thing is that you become aware of that there is actually something that you want, and that you be conscious of there is a true version of yourself. And with that, there's also an adapted version of yourself. So that is awareness in itself. And meditation is great for relaxing your mind, calming the body. It's anti-inflammatory, so it has so many benefits in itself. So meditating is a very good way to reconnect with yourself and reflect on what you really want. Reflect on what gives your life meaning. Reflect on what is really important to you. And when you reconnect with yourself, then in steps, you will start reconnecting with other people again. And you may even try so deliberately and make some appointments with friends, not to overburden your schedule and increase the stress, because that will be counterproductive, right? Or counterproductive. So try to fit it in, like at lunchtime or in the evening. If you can, reconnect. But first and foremost, reconnect with yourself. So I hope this was helpful to you. When you take these 3 hacks into your daily routine, I'm quite sure you will feel better soon. See you